So I'm going to make some pumpkin rolls. I'm showing how to make a pumpkin puree. And so these have pumpkin puree in them. They're very good. They're kind of like sweet dough, like a Hawaiian roll. So it calls for 4.5 cups of flour. We really do just dump it all in. A 1/4 cup of brown sugar, some yeast, 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. This is some pumpkin pie spice, 2 teaspoons, and 2 teaspoons of salt. 2 eggs, and we're just going to break them up a little bit. Add those. 1 cup of pumpkin. And 4 ounces of butter. Softened. I threw it in the microwave for 15 seconds just so that it was soft enough to mix in. And then we have lukewarm water to help the yeast. Make sure it's not too hot, not too cold. It needs to be a little over room temperature, about 105. We're going to mix this up. We're going to let it come together, cover it, and let it rest for about 70 minutes. It should come together as a ball. You can do this in a mixer with a paddle, but really it's kind of a simple recipe and you don't have to continue to add things to it. So I'm going to take it out, use our hands, best tools in the kitchen. It's kind of a little bit of a sticky dough, so don't worry if it's not like a bread dough. Let's get all the flour mixed in. Knead it just till it gets smooth. We're going to cover it and keep it in a warm place for about 70 minutes and we'll come back and make some rolls. Okay, so now we're going to put the rolls together. They've been rising for about an hour and a half. So the dough is almost doubled. We're just going to separate it out, roll it into balls, let them sit for 15 minutes, and then we're going to put them in a 350 oven for 20 minutes. So you roll it into a ball and take it in between your thumb and your pinky. Give it a little bit of pressure. You can roll it on the countertop or on the cutting board, and it actually rolls it into a nice little ball. And we're just going to lay these around. These are going to puff up next to each other, so it's really okay if they're different sizes. They don't have a long cook time, so if you want to be fancy, you can use both hands if you're in a hurry. You can also take this dough after it's at this point, put it in the refrigerator. When you're ready to use it, you could take it out like a half an hour before, let it come to room temperature, let it rise up just a little bit. I've even taken and made the balls ready to go and just put them in the refrigerator and then you're ready to go when you're ready to serve your dinner. Take them out about a half an hour ahead of time so they can get a little more rise on them. That one's probably too big. So those will rise for about 15 minutes. They'll kind of come together as they bake. All right, so these are ready to sit for about 15 minutes and we'll put them in the oven and I'll show you what they look like as soon as they're done. Okay, so I made the rolls. These are pumpkin rolls. I put them in at 350 for 20 minutes. They come out really nicely. I put a little butter over the top and some salt. They're a little bit sweet, but they're delicious and they're going to go great with our tri-tip that we have for tonight for dinner. Thank you.